I forgot my... I completely forgot about my PNG tuber. Can't have a stream without me. And hopefully we shall connect it. Aha! Alright, there we are. Also, I was in my Doombringer voice. I'm a bit silly for that one. Hello everyone! It's good to see you all. I should probably start pinging, considering that stream started. Lamau. I'll be working on Undertale Forbidden Knowledge right now. Yeah, I'll be working on Undertale Forbidden Knowledge today. Another AU that I've long abandoned. And as you can tell by me staying on the template, it will Undertale determine, but not the. I'm getting my sons mixed up. Oh no. Forbidden Knowledge is an AU where Sans infiltrated the creator room. And learned the true nature of this world. Basically going, holy, everything is a game. Nothing is real, etc. I did make I made a post about it. I think that I made an old video on it, actually. An old video, like it was long ago. You are writing. Yeah, I'm writing. I'm writing, basically, I'm just announcing in Discord that I'm live. I don't really, I don't do it for Billy because, I just had... The thing is that most people on Billy aren't able to access YouTube, so I literally can't give them the live stream because it's basically useless. Also, it'd be kind of a mean move to show, hey, I'm streaming over here, but I'm not actually streaming where you guys are, where you guys can hear me. Yeah. So it's just kind of sad. It's sad, but what else can you do? Anyway, I announced it everywhere, pretty much. That's how it is. I honestly do hope that soon we'll be able to actually get more people. I mean, I think that the main reason why people aren't exactly joining stream is because there's no real point. Anyway. Undertale Forbidden Knowledge. Let's open... No. I mean, get... new... Ah, yeah, new. I'm just stupid. 200 by 200. Now, determine fucking Forbidden Knowledge. I'm getting my sons mixed up. Maybe it's too early, I don't know. At this point, it's free leaks SMH. That's fair. It's free leaks for everything. And I don't... And you also get me, so... But Undertale Determined Singularity has Undertale Forbidden Knowledge. I'm gonna keep getting them mixed up because I'm a bad Undertale creator father that keeps getting his favorite son mixed with his with his long abandoned child. Now, basically what Sense does is that he tries to keep the player in the game. Like, try and keep them invested, because we're going with the logic that once the player gets bored and deletes the, deletes the game, basically the world goes into a freeze forever, which is absolutely terrifying. So, and that's basically that. Not only that, but he knows of your search history. He knows all the fandom stuff. He knows about everything, which is actually quite terrifying. So he knows everything internet-wise. Also, don't mind the fact that I'm just messing the fuck around. I might have said that late, but yeah. Basically, what makes Undertale Determined Singularity different from most other AUs is that he literally doesn't try. Even in Genocide, he hopes that he still tries to make it as engaging as possible. Because he knows deep down that if he didn't, then he'd be kind of screwed. That's basically how I feel about it. In all honesty, I do kind of feel bad for him. Because he has to live in a world where everything is controlled by a more powerful being. Oh wait, we live in that timeline. Why? Because government. Because power and stuff. I'm not gonna get political. Because getting political is boring as hell. Powers. Bro keeps saying, since after seeing the female version, Silksong is releasing. Thank God, by the way. I have been missing, I've wanted Silksong for ever since it was announced. I've been waiting and 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 waiting. It's the sequel to. It's this. Pretty much, yeah. Silksong is basically Hollow Knight's sequel / prequel. But yeah. It's a sequel / prequel / we don't really know when it takes place in the timeline, but we just kind of hope that it goes well. I might just use the first design. Oh, the background? Yeah, no. Oh, you were talking about Silksong. Lamau. No, it is not a music app. It's literally Hollow Knight 2. And you know how crazy Hollow Knight is. Or, well, as funny as it sounds, like, wow. Now, the thing is that the reason why Sans is wearing a completely different outfit from usual is because this is literally, he made this in like a couple seconds. Also, Sans literally has dev tools, by the way. Because Sans has access to basically the console, the code itself, he is able to basically do whatever he wants within his AU. Does that make him overpowered? No, because he's limited to his own AU. It's the same with Unusual Betrayal from Code KCI. That's because he felt like it, Lamau. Now, if I remember correctly, I just like, I don't know why, but I put the Soul of Justice here. I don't know why I did, but I put the Soul of Justice as like a badge or something on his chest. I don't really get why, but I think I'll do it here too, just to remain consistent. The thing is that, first of all, disconnecting the Wi-Fi won't do shit. Disconnecting won't do shit because Undertale's offline. And secondly, he can't control the Wi-Fi. How much time did he say and waiting? I don't know, I wasn't counting. I wasn't really counting, so... He might... I honestly don't... I think that I could also say that this is like a take on Fan and Tail, if anyone remembers that. This might count as like a take of Fan and Tail, if you all know that one. Like, it's revealed that this is actually just straight up the Justice Soul. The hell is Fan and Tail? As long as he is in his AU, he is the most powerful being, but when outside, he's basically a funny bone man. Pretty much. He's a stronger bone man. Of course, he can change his own stats. But like True Dust, his body can only take so much. So he might have 999 health, 909 damage, and 999 defense, but... if he goes above his limit, if he goes above his own limit, then it's just screwed. Fan and Tail is basically just an AU parody of the Fanon, the weird 2016 Fanon. 2016, like 2000... why the heck? How far away? Oh, I think I actually have a blood. Jeez. It is so cursed seeing how behind you all are compared to me. It's so strange. But the thing is that he has no reason. It's not like he can kill the player. And even if he did, he literally can't do anything about it. We don't talk about 2016, pretty much. Yeah, stream delay going crazy. That nothing I can do about it. I have poor internet. But basically, yeah, he controls his own timeline through the dev console, which is basically the same. He'd have the same powers that Toby Fox has. So, pretty much God. I call it the dog GUI. The dog dev GUI. This totally isn't based off of a certain hacking client based within Roblox. But basically, he has the same abilities that the annoying dog does, as well as IRL Toby Fox. So pretty much, he is God in his universe, literally. What Toby is / joke. The thing is that he is Toby. Toby Von Fox. I mean, technically, the only thing that could actually kill, that would actually be able to kill Sans in this timeline would be Toby Fox himself, taking away moderator status from Sans Undertale, which is funny as fuck, by the way. So basically, the only way he can go out is the same way that Ultratail did, but it actually makes sense. Also, I always thought that Ultratail's death, like to Toby Fox, was just such a waste. The delete button would also work. Yeah. The thing is, but the goal of Sans is to stop you. I mean, not stop you. Keep you entertained. His goal is literally to keep you entertained in order to keep his world alive. Because if you delete the time, well, if you delete, if you delete Undertale, you delete his world. You delete the version that he's in. No, they should let for. The thing is that he doesn't really change all that much in Pacifist. He's definitely much more grateful, but it's like a bittersweet ending to him. Even more so than last time. Because he knows well that he's kinda fucked. He knows very well that he's fucked. Because obviously the human's just gonna reset again. And if they leave, it's not like he can experience the good ending. If the human leaves, the timeline basically goes into a frozen state. Most people would just have Sans not care at that point. He knows that there's no point. That is fair, but I like to think that, like, of course he would not care for the most part, but I just feel like he'd care only because Papyrus, only for Papyrus' sake. Because he does care about Papyrus. He isn't apathetic. Honestly, I think that he'd actually appreciate his life a lot more if he knew for a fact he was screwed in the end. He'd probably stop being lazy. He'd probably try and make his brother happy as much as possible. Because that's Sans for you. I always thought deleting Undertale was being the player disconnecting themselves from the game's story. No. The world cannot progress without the player. I mean, that's the reason why Undertale, in Undertale Determined Singularity, that's why the collapse happens. Is because the universe literally cannot survive without some sort of player entity if it is game-based. Or if Sans picked up before his boss fight. he would obliterate you. You just die. A not lazy Sans would be impossible to beat. I'm joking, of course. He'd obviously just be... He'd be just as easy as he is. Hello there. Hi. What if Satan's gave himself the player status? He cannot do that. He is completely unable... don't know what Fortuitous Tide is. All of you keep referencing Fortuitous Tide, and I don't even know what that is. Actually, nah, wait, this was the first time. Never mind. I still don't know what that is. He can rewrite the code, yes, but he is unable to take the player status because it would confuse the game. Because he's still an NPC. He can't un-NPC himself. A merciless Sans would probably use his special attack from the start, pretty much. Even if the creator cannot be the player at the same time. He can't take playership away from away. Literally. A merciless Sans, yeah. The thing is that they can't take away playership from it. Their player is still there, and once the fortuitous size, isn't it? It's MHWAU. Where Sans picked up his socks and it causes a butterfly effect. Oh, okay. Okay, you were talking about that. Okay, I thought you weren't talking about Until Forbidden Knowledge. I don't know what I was saying. The thing is that Sans would be very stressed. I think that after this is going to be the dog GUI. Dodge.gui. Like I said, not based off of a certain hacking client. I don't get where you guys are getting the idea that this is based off of something. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway. Yeah. Pretty much. Dog GUI, yeah. Dog UI. But yeah, pretty much he gets a hacking client. He gets his own free hacking client, except it's actually the dev console. He can do whatever he wants, except for getting rid of the player. Because there's no way to remove the player without absolutely murking the timeline. And he doesn't know about True Dust, of course. He doesn't know how that works. He wouldn't... Also, I doubt that he'd try it. I doubt that he'd even try something like removing the player. Because it's a gamble. He'd rather his world die than for it to be completely erased. Sans just has a nerf version of Dive Tools, pretty much. It's clearly his client. Yeah, 100%. Exactly. His client. His hacking tools. We're gonna have to report Sans for hacking. Oh, okay. I thought the creation of hatred was about to start. But nah, it's just cool kid skin. Colors of electricity. Oh no, wait, colors and electricity. Cool GUI. Poison first food. The thing is that he has the ability to make it harder, he has the ability to make it easier, he has the ability to do literally anything that he wants. Also, he sucks at making sprites, so that's why he also sucks at he kind of sucks at making code, so he sucks at making code, so he's unable to like. It's literally just that, except he just has a different outfit. Pretty much, yes. That's actually that's the best way of saying it. He is literally just the game master. He does have the ability to summon AUs, though. He has the ability to summon AUs by copying his own code and then changing the code, basically changing the sprites and mood. But they don't have the same powers that he does. So he can't just copy himself. But they aren't the canon versions. Like, if he summons Error 404, that's not the real Error 404, it's literally just a clone. I was thinking about remaking UTAT Judgment. Or you want to make sprites for Sans Extreme. Maybe. Yeah, it's Santa's interpretation for divine. The thing is that he doesn't have time to go through all your lore and stuff. You could say that this is a lot like a, you know that, like, over thing that was going around? It's quite literally that, except an AU. Oh, wait. No, it's... He, however, does not have knowledge of Deltarune. Deltarune is way too long. Santa has no knowledge of Deltarune. No, he cannot summon True Dust. He just reads the TLDR at the bottom, pretty much. TLDR Sans kills everyone and becomes right. No. Hey kids, me 404 but fake. God dang it. Yeah, he is overpowered. He is overpowered, but he's only... Personally, I think that a pretty good counter for Truda... I am getting my son... Poor... I'm starting to feel bad for my AUs, because I am spoiling one and not giving a literal shit about the others. I definitely do not have favorites. Mood. He doesn't have... Of course, if he had more time... If he had more time, he would have definitely discovered Deltarune. But right now, but he doesn't right now. While talking, I'm just... Yeah. I have... my very popular, my favorite child, Truda / Undertale Determined Singularity. And then, the other ones. Deltarune Sands versus Forbidden Sands. You guys can just call them Knowledge or something. Archivist. Archivist Sands. Which honestly would kind of fit. Low-key, this looks so fucking cool. The player is just sends a copy of Deltarune and just have more variety. That honestly, it would be really fun. I think that would be a good pacifist ending. They just play Deltarune together. Sans and player decide to... I swore my dust, see. Everyone spoils their favorite AU that they've made. I have definitely spoiled my AUs. Only a couple though. I literally just revived Overtime Jungle Inferno. So like, and Jungle Inferno has been alive, has been just kind of existing for a year now. For over a year now. It's just been in the basement. Not in my basement, but in the basement. It's just been inside of the I'm never collecting my trees. Have Sans watch JJK. Damn. Yo, let's mess with the fun fan game. It'd be mad funny. My favorite creation is Stress Sans. You mean anxiety? or is there just straight up a Sans called Stress Sans that I do not know about? Is there just actually a Stress Sans that I do not know about? Because that's fucking hilarious. We have seen it. It's called Actions Have Consequences. Fair enough. Yawn. Yawn. I think that Sans would actually cosplay as other variants. Just for fun. Just to mess with. Versus being turned into a marketable plushie. You will not get the plush! You will not get the True Dust plush. The True Dust plush will never happen. You will not be able to put True Dust in the jar. Jar of the Plushinator. How many Inators do you have, Heinz Doofenshmirtz? What are you, Heinz Doofenshmirtz? You don't need to grab his Sprite and give him to a website for 150 bucks. Honestly, I was just messing around. If you want to get angry, it's literally just... If you want to get angry at this, then you need to get angry at the fucking Save Star Sprite. Dingus? Anyway. Also, something that I forgot. It is a canonical fact that Undertale, fucking Undertale Forbidden Knowledge canonically gave himself eyebrows. This Sans either remind me of my own code, might showcase it. Ah, sure. I wouldn't mind it. Kinda looks cool. It'll probably look cool. Lol. Bro is not green sense. Bro, he gave himself eyebrows. I mean, it's more expression to him. At least he didn't give himself hair. He could have given himself hair. He could have unbalded himself. I mean, look at it. Look at that shiny head. Honestly, I think that he'd have a lot of fun with, especially now knowing the internet. I think he'd actually have a lot of fun with green sense. I will shave his eyebrows. Bro, you don't have like a bajillion innators. Jiminy Christmas. What if this Sans met insanity? He'd feel very bad, but he'd probably put him down. A lot like how Vital did. So Sans tailors the game based off of the player's Steam library? He could. He could access your Steam library very easily. He just kind of chooses not to. But yeah. He has access to pretty much the entirety of the internet. So he abuses the mentally ill, shameful. Shut up. Shut up. Insanity kills people. Insanity kills people. The mirrored one has invaded Dust's private. Fucking weird ass eyebrows. But yeah, he just has eyebrows. Though the thing is that these aren't traditional eyebrows. These aren't traditional eyebrows. Because they're sprited on by Sans, they can literally just go up here. They can go above his head. If he genuinely wanted to. He could Henry Stickmin this shit. If he genuinely wanted to, he could literally just Henry Stickmin this shit. Canon Dust mentioned. I think we... What do you think of Canon murder? He'd feel very bad. We have Internet Sans, Lamau. He could make that TDLC X Undertale comic real. Yeah, he probably could. He's gonna bring in fucking... He's gonna bring in the entity from... He's gonna bring the entity from fucking Dead by Daylight. Henry Stickmin mentioned respect. I fucking love Henry Stickmin. He's probably one of my favorite characters. Favorite comic relief characters. What if Fatal Error Sans the Deltarune Secret Blast instead of the would be pink and yellow? God damn it. We do not need Deltarune brain rot in my fucking live chat. I might just make expressions right now. I don't really have any ideas. Because the thing is that it literally is just Undertale. Also, Dust Tail is kind of says Lords of Reed, where he kills everyone in failed. Yeah. My favorite is Charles because he has the greatest plan. True. What if Sans summoned the last bread from Endless Red told him to kill the player? Damn. Togor Dreamer. God damn it. Fatal Spamton. Oh my god. There are way too many people who are brain rotted to hell and back. Yeah, I mentioned the internet once and everyone's going to shit. That's so funny. He could very easily just... The thing is that there wouldn't be much to him. I also might... fuck it. Fuck it. We're different. We're gonna give him the silly jacket. We're gonna give him the silly fur. We're giving him a fur jacket because we're different. Also, I love fur jackets. If I were to make a... I love fur jackets, and I also love... Slash summon the Mystery Man. True. Sans is banned from looking at DeviantArt. That is one of the safeguards that Toby has put in. If they are somehow able to access the internet, they are banned from DeviantArt. Just like... Sans will never be able to go to DeviantArt. He will personally beat the shit out of all of you if he is forced to go to DeviantArt. Would go on there anyway. Yeah, Alphys would try and find a way. The thing is that yeah, it could be. I think that Sans would probably keep this information to himself. Because he definitely just keep this information to himself. He wouldn't want everyone else to know about it. Why? Because it's literally spelling out, hey, our world isn't real, so he'd definitely keep it to himself. I heard a piano. Yes, I'm continuing. I fucking called it! I heard the piano. I have PTSD. This song has given me PTSD. Yeah, not only his brother, but everyone else. I mean... Look how bad frickin' Alphys is already. Now imagine what would happen if she found out that her entire world was dead. I mean, we saw what happened during Dr. Megalo. Like, he wouldn't want to... He would die instantly. We have to remember that this guy is pretty much like literally invincible until he is brought out of his AU. We have to remember that. This isn't Fanon VHS Sans. He can die very easily. He can die. He is as powerful as a regular Sans outside of his timeline. Dr. Megalo went so hard with Sans and Alphys talking. Segment? Yeah. How can I see if he's invincible? He's literally... He cannot die in his normal timeline. Even if you did enough damage to kill him, he can undo his death without triggering... Ugh. He can undo his own death without triggering the... the anti-cheat. Yeah, the hacker's ending. Also, I'm gonna say this now. Sans cannot canonically cry. I know that Fanon really loves to make Sans cry, but... I think that it would be worth... I think it's more fucked up if Sans can't cry. So you're watching Sans stare blankly, but like blankly at the dust of papyrus, and it's just that's because it's Fanon. Also, skeletons don't have tear ducts, so. Also, I think that this is the entire video. Oh, never mind, it's just a song. Okay, good. But, like... my memories! Papyrus should be the one, only one of the two of them that can cry. The thing is that he can cry... he can probably cry, but it's only really out of comic relief. Just like the idea that Sans and Papyrus can't, like, grieve correctly because they can't actually cry is like, really dark to me, and I kinda like it. I genuinely don't think that, which Sans can make it through the True Dust Gauntlet. The thing is that if Sans is pushed hard enough, he will snap. He won't snap in the Dust Tail way. He will snap as in, I don't care if my world dies, I will crash your game. Because it's stupid, true. ATF Alpha does, so I already made a design for it in the server. Yeah, Lamau. People don't seem to know Evans does could be peak like how EXE was fixed. Yeah, EXE was mostly fixed, but I'm not even gonna touch it. The thing is that Gaster isn't technically real. So even, like, you won't get the actual version of Gaster even if you, like, summons him. So, like, Last Breath can't really happen. Actually, most AUs wouldn't really work. I mean... the only way that I could... why is the PNG tweaking? Oh shit, it is tweaking. Why the hell? Oh no, it's not tweaking. It's just moving. That's because I'm talking, genius. Though maybe I might have made my microphone too sensitive. Who knows? I'll actually check it. Give me a second. Yeah. Might have made it a little bit too low. There we are. Should be fixed now. Sans just gets to the point where he's like, I don't care what happens anymore, leave and don't come back. He literally can uninstall Undertale because he knows how to do it. Unlike, he can do what Toby Fox couldn't. He could actually delete Undertale. I think Sans would have a lot of fun. I wouldn't be surprised if he found a way to exit onto your computer. We can do animator versus animated, animator versus animation sort of thing, where he just hops out of the computer. He can theoretically become Last Breath without a caster, pretty much. Ah, fuck you. Fuck you. He literally just goes, fuck you, we uninstall. He forces you to rage quit, pretty much. Which is really funny. That could be an interesting pacifist ending. Because this is definitely not going to become this is definitely not becoming a game. Ignore Rule 1. Lol, antivirus, am I a fucking joke to you? Pacifist is where he gets into the computer and just chills. And the thing is that there's no pacifist or genocide ending. It's good or bad ending. The good ending would just be a bad ending. He literally just deletes the game because fuck you. If you're going to make him suffer, he'll make you. He doesn't want to. He'll just get tired and then just fuck you. Do you allow NPC to change your device? Pretty much, yeah. The good ending is that he just kind of chills on your computer. Bro would be one of those computer pet things that crawl around on your monitor. Yeah, except he can actually interact and he's smart too. He could probably help you with your homework. Undertale Determined Singularity can't help your homework with your homework, but Forbidden Knowledge can. The thing is that he can also change his own, like, textures. He can literally just change his own textures if he wants to. He's not a good spriter. He's a lot like Player. He just... The fact that I need to use a pin for any thing that change requires administrator prims. Dust. Oh my god. But yeah, he can literally change his own sprite to however he wants. So he could completely change himself to be a different Sans entirely. And because he can change his own sprite, there's literally no difference between him and his normal him and the real version. He is very miffed with your bullshit. Okay, what about Player being a pixel artist making sprites for him? That would be a very interesting dynamic. Racist does a series here. That would be an interesting dynamic. Honestly, he would probably learn and improve his own sprite. They would probably have a mutual respect for one another, just as long as the player doesn't do anything stupid. Hi! More people! That is very lovely. It's very... Good to meet you. Welcome to the stream. I'm making sprites and stuff. Otherwise, I'm messing around. Eyebrows. Dog GUI. I can imagine as the game goes on. Hell yeah, me and Sans are gonna make sprites together. Hell yeah! Not only that, but Sans could definitely help. He'd be a model. Sans would be your model, Tetsu. What would he do if the player makes AUs? I guess he'd want to help. He'd probably try and get you, He'd want you to stay away from genocide AUs. Because seeing you make AUs of him, where, like, he suffers and stuff, would be kind of weird. So you probably want, like, good endings. Like a Endertail. Or whatever that one was. It'd likely depend on the AUs. Yeah. As a Dustos and Dusttail Glazer, I cannot allow for any Dustosies to be slandered like this. Lamau. But pretty much, he can do whatever he wants. He could turn himself... Like, if you want an example of him basically disguising himself as a different AU, but I'll just grab... Oh, okay. We're gonna play the extend, and then we're gonna grab. It won't be perfect. Now, where is my green button? He'll change a little bit, but he is still lazy after all, so he'd probably just change himself a little bit. Green under to. Holy crap, it's green. He's green. Oh my god, green, forbidden knowledge, holy shit, and then he officially dies. But incorrect, green sins, it has a mostly black jacket. Yeah, that's the point. He won't like actually follow it. Anyway, I need to make a battle sprite for this guy. Oh, I should probably change the... That's the recollections, my beloved. Ah! I'm going to kill everyone. W lag. I'm gonna kill my own internet. I posted some content for True and True failed us into the server. Nice. Alright, we're back, thank God. I will personally kill my internet provider if I must. Not literally, though. But Verizon sucks. Hopefully, things will improve later on. Blows up Verizon. This is the code I was talking about earlier. Very nice. Raise obsessed. Like versus Crimson Chat. Which obsessed monster is better design wise? Raise obsessed, pretty much, yeah. I like the old one. The design somewhat makes sense. It's more nostalgic while having a design that makes more sense. I guess that's fair. If I remember correctly, Obsessed Monster was put into... it was like put into... Yeah, there are, but that's usually wasn't. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Ray owns it now, but I have no idea. Honestly, I don't really care for. I don't really care for. Honestly, this might not be a very good battle spray in all honesty. But I think that's because I haven't done many. I'm gonna destroy. I will annihilate. Yo, Tokyo Lovenia. EP, EP, Tokyo Lovenia. I, then G. Crazy how only Ray owns Hypervest and Fatal Dust. I never ever want to dabble in the fucking canon side of things. If I were to give advice to anyone here, it's don't pay attention to the canon side of the fandom. Literally, I despise the idea of canon. Of course, there's first, and you should appreciate the people who did it first. I don't mind takes and all that sort of stuff, but like, no one cares if you own like something really specific. No one cares. Stop acting like everyone cares. Stop acting like you own the world because you own fucking Shift Cab or something. I don't know. And now I call it revert dust because it looks more like a glass cannon version of dust. Hey. I just don't like them. Also, like, I don't mind canon. I don't mind the canon archive. I don't mind all them. Just the fact that they think they are the most important people ever. They need a fucking ego check. Just like, they have such an ego, and it's not cool. Just like, they have a giant ego. They need ego check. All that. Basically, if you go into the Ioders Papyrus Sands, respect me. Yeah, exactly. I'll remake True Killer because the previous was gone. Chain. Genuinely, I just despise the people. I would happily watch as they fall to their own hubris, more like their own sociopathy. They don't give a shit about you. They only give a shit about taking AUs. Fun fact, there's an AU that's LBLB is now a community owned, and people are still trying to take that shit. And it's like, damn, bro, you're grave robbing now? Going against the will of the creator. The creator knew damn well that people are going to fight over it because people want LBLB. AU, as it were. Exactly. I despise AU hoarders. Sociotail mentioned. I love Sociotail. I actually really like sociopathy. And I'm glad that one of my friends... Yeah, taking ownership of AUs is so fucking cringe. It's so goddamn cringe, bro. Like, man, can you get any more unemployed or what? The only people who care about that shit is the unemployed. And no one gives a shit about the unemployed. Well, I like homeless people, but like, no one likes people who cry on the internet because of AU ownership, my guy. Like, fucking bro, really? I complained to my boyfriend about taking hard mode sans due to the creator being dead. Ooh! Exactly! Like, fuck, man. Damn, literally grave robbing. Oh, wait! But yeah, like, I feel so bad for people like DJ Skell. Like, I feel so bad, especially for... Shouldn't even be OC taken, because that's just a Sansa trying harder. Exactly! It doesn't fucking matter! It's an AU skeleton! It is... Also, hard mode? Really? We're taking ownership of a concept? Hard mode is canon. Hard mode is canon, it's just unfinished. I'm gonna fucking... I am crashing the fuck out. Yeah. I'm crashing out because, they are basically because incels are taking AUs and taking, like, my brother on crack. No one gives a shit. It's an AU name, bruh. Please shut the fuck up. Well, Sybil's is actually making a full hard mode of her mod of Undertale. That's different. She isn't claiming the concept of Undertale hard mode. And I don't mind that. More power to her. But seriously. Like, fuck them. If you are taking AUs, you are basically just drowning. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, I kind of assumed. But I just despise people. They are hungry for shit that doesn't belong to them. Fucking I despise them. I have a instinctual hatred for them. Literal instinctual hatred of those types of people. Because they would dox other people just for fucking... Yeah, this is definitely a crush out screen. Calming sense, but he isn't that hard, same. Literally, I just despise people. I despise the people inside it. I hate CapCorp. I hate a lot of people. Just, like, fuck yeah, fuck them. Probably. Just ignore that. Make your own take, yeah. I can imagine the reason why ownership exists is so then, like, if somebody doesn't feel motivated, somebody can change it. People are trying to own Tears in the Rain, which is just a take of neutral route stance. Exactly, bro! They want it because it's popular. They want to fast track their popularity. They don't want to put in the effort, so they want to be known as the guy who owns yada yada and yada. Like, my brother on crack, no one gives a shit. They strike me as people to trash on something and make it a worse version, calling it better. Yeah, they have a giant fucking ego. Like, if the owner gives the AU to you, that's fine, but if the owner leaves, then you don't have the... They own... Yeah. Yeah, I know. And then most of them are trash. And most of the time, they don't do fucking research. They just doodle something and call it canon. I would love to own Fatal Error, correct. But the thing is that, let's be real, it's good that it's not being auctioned off. Fatal Error is perfectly fine on its own and it doesn't need improvement. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't need to be owned by anyone else. And eventually the creator is going to leave. And fucking vultures, bro. Say one if I should create Crim Channel crash out mode. Fucking damn it. And yeah, I'm crashing out because I fucking despise the people. There's this one guy who made fucking Dustverse, and half of those takes are fucking bullshit. So bad, and yeah, this is true does. Take that isn't canon. All is canon now. Yes, so you see this true does take that isn't canon. All is canon now. It kinda. I don't even bother. That's fair though. That's fair game. I am kind of being a hypocrite because I keep saying this, that about Trudeau's, but like Dustverse, yeah. It's not even good. Most of the AUs are trash. And your insanity stack sucks ass. Dust 404 unironically has a very good concept, but it sucks. I would leave him be, he's perfect. Yeah, but the thing is that they have an ego, so they want to make it better. They want to try and make it better. For no reason. Because it's not... Because they think that they're better. I'm pretty sure Tetsu knows who I'm talking about. But... yeah. I think Tetsu knows who I'm talking... Insanity stacks exist? Yeah. And they're fucking trash. Especially, like, 3 and 4. 3 and 4 is trash. I don't mind 2 stack. I don't mind Broken Mind. At least it's interesting. It could be better. UTF's thanks to... I don't know UTF's take. I only thought it only went up to ×3. It gets worse. It goes way beyond that, of course. It's a lot like... It's a lot like Dust AUs. They just keep fucking coming up. I want to kill them so much. Not really. I keep saying that. I'm gonna get in fucking trouble for if... I'm gonna get in trouble if I keep saying I want to kill these people. I don't actually want to cause harm on people. I don't want to actually cause problems on them. I don't want to actually, like, hurt them and shit. I just don't like them as people. Without messing with the idea of Fatal Error, you can't make them better. Yeah. You should at least keep the core values of things. It's crazy because they're the same people who crashed out on me when I made a quote-unquote... Yeah, broaches and concept of insanity at this point, pretty much, yeah. It's just so bad. It's just so bad. Crash Out subsided. Like, it's just so bad. So cringe. God, no one likes it. I despise those people dearly. People who make random ass AUs just so then. Which okay, I'll be honest, that take for an Infinite Dust is actually kinda clever. That concept for an Infinite Dust is actually kinda clever. I will not lie. That's a very clever take on that type of AU. Because how do you make infinite? Uh-oh, music video. I don't know why I have that music. I'm gonna blow up. Okay, but yeah, I just like canon AUs, kinda. I just like stealing. I just like ownership, mostly. The thing is that I don't flaunt the fact that it's canon. That my True Dust is canon. I do not flaunt that. What your AU should be popular for is your own creativity. It should be your storytelling, not your stupid fucking badge of honor. Your quote-unquote badge saying that, oh, I'm a dick who stole an AU. Like, I whatever. Undertale creator Crimson has a fucking crash out because he despises, and I quote, canon AUs. Okay. Yeah, like, yeah, exactly. That's my opinion. Yeah, that's my opinion. Your AU should be popular not because it's the quote-unquote canon version, but it's because it's a good fucking story. Cause fun fact, genius, no one cares that it's canon. I mean, no, canon Dust has existed for a long time, before it was community owned. Wanna know what happened? No one cared. Everyone kept using Flame Lord's version. Like, nothing against this. Nothing against Carno Powers. Carno Powers had a very good take on it. Carno Powers had a very good version of Dust. And it's a very cool version. But it's cool because it's good on its own. He doesn't have to fucking flaunt the fact. He doesn't have to flaunt it around that, oh, it's canon in order for it to actually be popular. It's almost like flaunting around saying it's canon doesn't matter in the end. My hatred for these people grow. Canon AUs limit creativity so much, that's why I've made so many takes, true. Has so many ownership issues. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm so against canons. I like no one cares that it's canon. Is it a good story or not? Is it a good story that people will listen to? No? Then there you go. That's why it's not popular. You shouldn't have to flaunt around that something is canon in order for it to be popular. That's just not how the world works. Because, newsflash, dumbass, no one cares. No one cares that you own, Dust, Cab, Outer, whatever the fuck. Cringe AU number 75, like, literally. Cringe AU that you literally made up so then you could own it. Just like, shut up, man. Just shut up! No one wants to hear it, bro. This is definitely a crashing out incident. Sealers get sent to Fallen Tail, Help Tail 2. Fuck you, you're going into Undertale? Yeah, pretty much. That's why I put so much care into my own AUs. I mean, genuinely, if I wanted to, I could literally steal... if I was none the better, if I was just like these guys, I could have stolen... overtime. I could have very easily stolen overtime. Why? Because the guy who made it isn't involved in the UT fandom anymore. Wanna know what I didn't? Wanna know what I did? I made a take. I made a take that was going to improve on, to build off, is a better word. That was going to build off of what he made. I'm not going to make it better. I am most likely not going to make it better. There is no fucking way that I'll be able to make it better. And I'm not going to advertise it as such. It is a bigger version. A more fleshed out version. Just a version. It's not canon. It's not. It's nothing. Just like, bruh. Whatever. I could have stolen Story Shift, but instead I made a take that makes it better in my taste. Exactly. Just shut up about AU canons. Make your own stories. Who cares? Make your own AUs. Fun fact, this concept, despite the fact that it is stupid simple, it's literally just, Sans finds the creator room. It's completely original. Wanna know why? Because I wasn't fucking crying about owning, like, some useless AU. I own... Well, yes, I did say in the community post, I own Canon, COTV. Honestly, I don't care about it. I completely forgot I had it because I didn't care. Honestly, I'm tempted to just make it community owned because fuck you. Fuck you, you don't get your grubby hands on it. I don't want to deal with your shit. I actually got COTV because I was the first one to make it. Crazy enough. Like, it was way back when. But I was actually the first to make a COTV sprite. But, like, I don't care. I'm not gonna police people. Because I don't care. I'm not gonna flaunt it around until I'm not gonna say that it's canon because it doesn't matter. I don't want to feel that. Solid crash out, Crimson. Yeah. Yeah, this is just fucking crash out day apparently, Lamau. Yeah, today is crash out day. I despise people who basically replace creativity with their own fucking bullshit. Because you know what you're doing? You're basically cheating. You didn't make that. You didn't make that at all. You stole it. Genius. You stole it. I don't care if someone gave it to you. You stole it. It was made before, and you're just taking it because you want to be good. If there's people, and then there's people who just make takes for the hell of it. Why not? Shatterverse is the main reason why I make takes. I love making takes. I love seeing how, like, what if I made this AU? What if I was the one who designed it instead of someone else? Does that mean that it's better? No, not at all. Honestly, I think that there are a lot better dust takes than mine. But I just don't give a shit. I remember that my take of Obsessed Monster was completely original at the point. And consider its own guy. Yeah! Don't make it a take then! Just make it its own AU at that point. Who cares? If you base it off of Obsessed Monster, just make it its own thing. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of AU started out that way. Oh, this was a underswap take. Who cares? It can be something different. You can make it something different. Like, caring about canon and caring about wanting something to be canon doesn't matter. It's never a good thing. Takes are basically, hey, I like your stuff. I like your stuff because can I make a thing of your stuff? Yeah, exactly. It's just like, you like this AU, but what if you designed it instead? I consider takes as, what if I made this? Like, what do I want to see come out of this AU? Like, I love giving respect to fucking canon overtime, despite the fact that it's not exactly the best. Didn't TS Underswap have drama around the ownership issues? Exactly! It causes drama that shouldn't fucking happen. It's like trying to copyright the color red. Who gives a shit? Yeah! Like I have my own verse past Omniverse level. Where my takes are in the main Omniverse of some others. Fair enough. I despise people who ruin the show for everyone. Anyway. I finished the... Anyway, everyone, I have finished the, yeah, I spent most of my time not even fucking working. Is there an alleged rumor where Voltro was trying to copyright Story Shift? Oh my god! That's my point! Fucking crash out. I'm going to crash out. I am going to royally crash the fuck out. I'm going to royally crash the fuck out. I thought of making a verse where my takes exist alongside canon as alternate outcomes. That's a clever idea. I like that idea. WUT Forbidden Knowledge Sprites? Lol. Yeah. Honestly, considering the bullshit that other people are doing, like fucking doxing people in order to get shit, people have and also before people are like, there's no way. People have doxed for ownership before. I've seen it. Call it Tetsuverse. Who cares about the name? Who cares about the name? It'll come to you eventually. Just call it Tetsuverse for now. Grimtail Crash Out mode. The only canons because of the stream Lamau. Thank you. Who knew? In the midst of passionate speaking, I made a pretty alright. Will do, and fair enough. Yeah. If people are gonna cry about the name not being creative, they can just shove their opinion up their ass. I don't give a shit. I've seen a couple. It would have. I don't exactly remember the AU, but I have seen it before. I've seen it happen. I don't remember the AU it was, though. Because I'd rather not think about the time. I'd rather not have in my memory, oh yeah, this motherfucker doxed over a fucking AU. I'd rather not keep that shit in my fucking mainframe of my fucking brain. But there has been moments. It's an AU, it's not that serious. I fucking know, right? Uh-oh. Yeah. Okay, so if I accidentally tab out and minimize it, it just fucks up. But like, I am crashing out. This is my... If I'm ever canceled, it'll probably be because of the stream. Not for any good reason, just for any Twitter reason. Just like... Yeah, since my name is too long. Yeah, just like... Name it whatever you want. Who cares? It's crazy that the same people who cry about... The people who cry about canon are the same people who make, like, things making fun of people. Like, they call people, fucking Discord mods because they are just slightly out of shape. Like, bruh, shut the fuck up. You dox over AUs that don't matter. Like, bruh. Since I'm bored, what is your favorite stack that is not Dust Dust, Broken Mind, or LB? That's a good question, honestly. Personally, I have no fucking idea. For me, it would probably have to be ×2 hard mode take. There is a ×2 hard mode take with a clock, and that shit looks so fucking cool. Swap's a good one. Maybe. It's the one that's in EETO. Um uh ending time octet, whatever. It's ETO, and then something else. I just despise thank God that I got to talk to y'all about that shit. Like, whew, definitely feel like I got a lot out of my system. Yeah, I agree. I also kind of like the fan version of Fell because it's so funny. Like, it's ironic. That's the funny part. Is that it's just complete irony. Place color. Shift R, okay. Oh, this is much better, actually. This is actually much better. That fucking last slider was such a pain. I think I'll actually go without that one. I actually kind of like it. I don't know why, but I really like colored outlines. It's so cool. I'm glad that I got this like heart to heart with y'all because it just pisses me off so much, and I crash out about it. Honestly, I am a bit of a hypocrite because I keep saying, "Oh, I have canon," but like, the thing is that canon shouldn't be what is W slider. Are you just gonna say W to everything? Very funny. My singer is the Hypocritical Destinies. My most hated is Reshaped Heart. Damn. W Crim, Lamau. W Stream. This was a really W stream. Like, I know that you're saying that as like a joke. It's nice to rant, you know? It's nice to really get your fucking heart out. Because, like, I'm really passionate about AUs. I'm passionate about freedom. Freedom motif. Insert freedom motif here. But just creative freedom. Being able to make whatever the fuck you want. Just as long as you're not, like, ripping... Just as long as you're not, like, actually ripping something. Like... Of course... Don't, like, steal something, of course. But... Just... Is your creation, though, Chris, freedom? Yeah, I know. But the thing is that I don't flaunt that shit. I don't flaunt it around like it's some sort of badge. Actually, I think I prefer not flaunting it around like it's some type of badge. Like, Undertale, Trudeau's kind of has a reputation for being a cringe-ass nene baby. Cringe-ass nene baby AU that only weird people use. Nintendo, after seeing you use the color red. You want an hyperlink block, don't you? But, yeah, that's my opinion on fucking bullshit. I will be glad. I would love to see Alpha. I would actually really love to continue ranting with you guys. If you guys don't mind me ranting, of course. If you guys don't mind my ranting, I will keep on ranting until my fucking lungs go out. But, however, we are a little bit over We are a bit over the time that I usually end, though. I think that it should be our time to go, then. I really do hope that I can rant with y'all another day. Most likely tomorrow, because I really like that. The next thing that we shall work on will be triple verse, or triple sphere. I'm reconsidering the triple sphere. I'm reconsidering the triple sphere name. I think I might... It is later... Yep, later. I really do hope that y'all have a good day. Bye-bye disappears. Bye-bye. Well, it's an hour. I usually stream an hour and a half per day. I'll probably start streaming for more later on, maybe. But for now, it's just that. Just an hour 30. Because that's satisfying to me. I will see you all tomorrow. And also, before I go, remember, if you, I will be doing an fan art showcase video. I'll do a fan art showcase. And it doesn't have to just be Trudos, it could be any of the AUs I work on. Or it could just be, or it could be the drones that you guys are. Or it could be the, yeah. Or it could be literally anything. Just make what you want. And just as long as it isn't like a shitpost or inappropriate, I'll be glad to show it off to everyone. So, have a good day. I'm gonna kill you, Ken. X. Oh, by the way, you can just say right now, I'm still here. I'm still here, kinda. Just say it. Just say it right before I leave. Come on. I don't have all day, Lamau. This isn't... Maybe I should start streaming for longer. Maybe like 2 hours or so. I'm going to kill you, Kenix. Yeah, bye-bye! Hope you all have a good one.